Alright, sorry it took me so long to get on. I was just like trying to figure out the whole audio situation again. I feel like I did the exact inverse of what the video told me to do to make it work, and it seems, I don't know what happened, to be honest with you, because I was like switching all the settings, trying to make it so that the Discord audio could be separate from the desktop audio, so that I could play it while playing the game, like the video game capture audio from my Nintendo Switch. But what ended up happening was some freak accident. You know like when they made chocolate chip cookies and they were just making sugar cookies and they accidentally dropped the chocolate chips in? It's kind of like that, because suddenly my video game capture for the audio was not going onto my desktop audio. So now I can just play Discord sound from my desktop, which I hope that works. I don't know if I tested it, actually, now that I think of it. I'm pretty sure I did. I fucking hope that I got it to work. Test? Yeah, it fucking works. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know why it worked. It shouldn't have worked. But something happened, alright? So, I found out about this game the other day just because my sister was talking about a streamer. We were talking about streaming for some reason. And I was like, oh, this is the type of streamer that I watch. And I pulled up Vine Sauce, which apparently he doesn't even have 1 million subs like anywhere. Well, he does actually. One of his YouTube channels does. I was just surprised that he's not like 1 mil basically everywhere. He's more like 500K. But I just so happened to watch him playing this game, Birdo's Holiday Brawl. And I'm really glad that he was playing it, because I would have never found out about it, I don't think. Like, I would have found out about it too late to actually stream it. But I downloaded it. I haven't tested it to see if it works. With my luck, it won't, but we'll have to see. Shit, I posted the Blue Sky thing twice because I tried to post it and then it was taking forever to post, and then it's fine, it just deleted one. There doesn't seem to be much interaction anymore on Blue Sky. Everyone seems to just be on Twitter still, huh? Are you ready? I think so. I'm gonna be... Yeah. I think I'm ready for Birdo's Holiday Brawl. We're gonna be playing Smash after that, though. Alright. Sorry, I was kind of just reflecting there about the fact that I kind of got something to work, but odds are it won't work the same way next time, so I'll have to figure it out again some other twisted way. Alright. I mean, you'll see what this is once I open it. It is a fan game, though. Okay, the screen is tiny. That might be a problem. Sounds very nice. Oh, shit. What is the game capture gonna look like of this? How do I fucking capture this? Christmas ass music. What do I do? A window capture? Okay. Do you want to see how small this is? Are you ready for this? It's not going to be centered. Just a heads up. This is going to look awful if I stretch it to screen. I hope it replays the intro if I can, like, reshape it. That looks horrible. Alright, let's... I didn't think to check if it has, like, controller support or anything. Oh my goodness. Full screen ahead. Okay. Should I be greedy? Try for another size? Nope, it's just small again. Alright, this is what we're gonna have to deal with. I don't have a controller plugged in, but I was sent a USB hub, so I can try to plug one in and see. Just know if there's any audio issues from me, it's because my shit's all plugged into a USB hub. I don't know if this controller isn't even gonna fucking fit. Controller? I don't know. Would it say in the settings if it has options? Here, I'm just gonna close it and then open it again and see if, because a lot of things work that way. Okay, now the music isn't even playing. Now the music isn't playing. I think I might have broken it. So how are you guys doing today? Wait, do you actually hear? Oh my, you guys hear the audio, but I don't hear the audio. What's going on here? What sort of twisted realm are we in? Oh, it's because my stupid fucking controller's picking up the audio. Welcome to Christmas, by the way. I hope you're having a good one. Just gonna chuck that shit over there. Alright. Gotta reset my... This game is going well so far. Alright, I'm just gonna... Enough of this clown shit. Let's just play the game, right? Why'd the music just stop altogether? We're at a place. It's silent. We're rebooting the game one more time. See if it works this time. Yeah, Christmas. I don't even know if my audio is like currently working. Let me test it real quick. Need to find a good thing to test it with. That's legal to test it with.
We'll help remove your personal info from old accounts with online
Cool.
account app. Protect
Cool.
everything with McAfee
I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it. All right. Are you allowed to play AI covers on this? This shit is awesome, by the way. She'll get you. All right, this song, the music should work in this game. There we go. All right, this time it's gonna work. We don't care about the controls. It's fine. Screen size is fine. It looks wonderful. All right. So maybe I mean, all right, here's the story. She was she's gonna invite her friends to Christmas, but they sadly were kidnapped by Wart. That's the story as I understand it. Is the audio too loud? Oh shit. How did I even do that? Did you see that? Damn. I hate when my friends were kidnapped by Wart. Yeah, you know what? That guy can suck my ass, dude. Oh, there we go. Oh, come on, no bonus? I did awesome. What the fuck is that? Damn, man. I just suck. Maybe this might actually take the full stream. Why does it let you... Wait, can you like hyper egg? Look at how cute she is though. It's like the best Nintendo character probably. Can I not go back down though? Oh, I guess I can do this. So this game was inspired by obviously Mario 2 as well as Mario Clash on the Virtual Boy, which was like a Super Mario. It was not, sorry. It was Mario Brothers, but on the Virtual Boy, and a little bit more 3D. There were layers to it like this. That game actually, whoa, shit, my ears. That game actually inspired a lot of like, I don't know, like Donkey Kong Country started doing the layered levels shit. Yeah, Birdo is definitely one of the things that we can come together on. Birdo's sick. Birdo deserves... fuck Waluigi, honestly. Birdo, I think, deserves a game a bit more than Waluigi does. Excuse me? Excuse me? There's no way I'm gonna beat it this time. I'm gonna have to restart, I think. I thought he just died. Oh, it was easy. Bro just exploded, man. Alright, maybe I should move the mouse. I never think of that until I, like, notice it. And it takes me a very long time to notice it. Fuck. Yep, what did I say? I do kind of not love that the music is more Christmas than it is Mario 2. Like it almost starts to be Mario 2. And then it's like, nope, Christmas. Maybe I should stop spamming this. Fuck. You only get 3 Birdos, just like in real life. Sick. Because Birdo is canonically Christian. See, this is ooh. This is more of like a remix, in my opinion. Like, it's more of a mashup. Why do you jump over me? I fucking love that, actually. I love that for us. Can you get more lives, though? Because that's something I could use here. No! You think I can beat this game on 1 life? Because I really don't see that happening. I'm gonna look away, I'm gonna sneeze for a second, and I'm gonna die. See, that's the guy that got me last time, I think. Fucking hate that guy. Get! No. 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 Oh, there we go. Alright. Why? Okay. So fast, man. God! I sneezed. I sneezed, that's why I died. It's the only reason why. What the fuck? That didn't make much sense to me. God, fucking immediately, dude. That's humiliating, I imagine. I wouldn't know, I've never been humiliated in my life. Alright. I am terrified of these. They're so fast. Oh man, I just saved my own life. That was sick. It's freaking sick, man. Oh, he's going nutty. He knows I have a lot of health. I wonder if that's actually what is causing him to go that crazy. I do wish there was ducking. I don't know how that would work or if that would work, but it would make me happy. Does that mean nothing to the developer? That happened a lot quicker than last time. What do you think the final boss is? Probably Wart, right? What if it's Mario instead? I got a freaking triple and it gave me my life back or something? What just happened? Final boss is J.K. Rowling. Okay. Does she use a Harry Spotter spell? Whoops. Does she use Ryan Sirona against you? Oh, shit. This guy kind of spitting. Fuck. Oh, he did not like that at all. Get fucked, man. I like that because it sounds like a guitar solo or something. Probably more of a drum solo, but it has like the vibe of it. Okay. Hate it, thank you. Absolutely fucking hate that. He really thought that he could pull all the punches, and he thought that that would work. She summons Sirona Ryan as an attack. Then she and Birdo become friends. Aw. What is it? Why is it up there? Why is it up high? Why is it up there? What does that mean? I landed on top of the Shy Guy's head. I actually did it. I didn't think that this one... I thought this one would be my end, honestly. We already did this level, didn't we? Was that last one a redo too? Come on. Oh yeah. Oh fucking yeah, man. That's crazy that that hits from there. All right. All right. I want to say that I'm getting the hang of it, but I'm just going to end up dying anyways. Yup. Okay. Fuck. That's not good. Oh my god, I panicked. I freaked out, man. What? Alright. Fuck off. Get on out of here. Is there a... I might have to... I'll have to, like, die. Because... I don't necessarily need all the lives, I guess. But... I just feel better with them. You know? Is this game really, really loud right now, by the way? I sound like a crazy person every time I ask that, I think. Oops. She sent invitations to her old friends Mario, Luigi, Princess, and Toad. Alright. But on the day of the party, nobody had shown up, and she got a call. Wart, you're invited to my party. Meet the now kidnapped Mario. Cool. I don't know what that last thing said, but that's dope. I should just get a tattoo that says, "How's the volume?" So when I end up doing, webcam streams, I can just hold up the tattoo. And I mean, I don't even have to say it then, so the volume won't be an issue. But then you guys won't be able to tell how the volume would be compared to me, because then I wouldn't be talking. What a conundrum. Oh, he jumped over that. Oh, he jumped over it, but he wasn't as slick as he thought he was. Holy macaroni and cheese, dude. What? I don't even get a chance to think. Yup. Do you think any Nintendo employees play fan games? I don't know if people really even think about that. Like, I don't think a lot of people think of Nintendo employees as, like, human beings. They're more of, like... the robots that made the video games that we play sometimes. They're like the code. Saying robots sounds mean, but they're just like the code in the games, basically. I'm sure Reggie has played this. It only came out recently, but I'm sure he's played it already. He seems like the one that would be, you know, more intimate with the games like this. Hey, points get you 1-ups. I don't know how many points. It's only happened like twice so far, so. You know what would work in a more fleshed out version of this? Is if there were enemies that you could only attack from behind, so that it forced you to go onto the different layers. Because, I don't know, where I stand, the way that I'm playing, it feels safer not to go to the other layers. Just because I don't know, because I'm already here. And I can hit everything from here. Why did that not hit me? Wow. Oh, get the fuck out of here. It was about to try and kill me, I think. That is insane. Why did that even show up at all? I wasn't here at all. That hit him? That did hit him. What? That is insane. The one that I didn't know if it... Alright. Okay. He thought that he'd be able to do that again. Did I have to fight that guy twice last time? I really don't remember that at all. Is this part randomized? Whoa! I pressed the wrong button. What the shit? I guess that gives you sort of an initiative to not stay on the same layer, but I feel like it should, rather than being an obstacle, it should be an impossibility to pass by it, if that makes any sense. Like, it just fucks up the entire layer, or like the whole floor turns to lava for a moment or something. Oh, man. Crap, pepperoni and cheese, man. I mean, we haven't even got to see this that much. Or, like, at all. Okay, well, I'm gonna go maybe, like, one more time? Just because I'm not sure if this is a looping situation. Or, like, a randomly generated thing. You know what people don't really talk about enough is whether the original Animal Crossing is randomly generated or not, because I've really always wondered that. I asked Drew that the other day. I was like, do you know if Animal Crossing, the first one, was randomly generated? And he was like, I don't know. But, like, it's either randomly generated, which is really impressive for the time because it doesn't really glitch or fuck up, really, or it just picks from a pool of islands or towns. And if that's the case, then I kind of wonder how many towns there are and like what they all look like and stuff, you know? I don't know that the cooldown is really necessary. It's cool that it shows you how long it takes each egg to load back up, but it takes such a short amount of time that it hardly even matters. Maybe it'll matter in like when the speed is really high. Oops. Well, landed on his head. That's cool. Fuck. No. All right. So this might just straight up be an arcade thing. I guess a lot of arcade games just were randomly generated. Well, not really. They just like sped up. Were there? There were probably randomly generated ones. But I'm just thinking of how if you go far enough in Donkey Kong, and you can do this on the virtual, if you like rewind play on the virtual console, you can fuck up the like graphics and stuff. I've done it before. I said virtual console, but I mean like the it's not even called that anymore. What is it called? Like Nintendo Online, the NSO version of the NES one, I think. Like it's funny because arcade games are made for you to like die in them a bunch of times. They're not made for you to really get good at them. So when you get super good at them, it's not built for it, so it starts actually just glitching. I think Pac-Man did that too. There we go. Get out of here, shit. He's stressing me out, man. Well, that was Birdo's Holiday Brawl. Residents of Subcon began to celebrate the holidays. Birdo is hosting a party. All right. I don't know. I'll maybe revisit this at some other time. I'm thinking of maybe seeing if Pat wants to play this on her channel whenever we end up doing that. So that would be another holiday season. But yeah, it's cool. The biggest part for me is seeing Birdo starring in her own game. I mean, I don't know how to make a natural segue, but it kind of, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of the fact that I played that Princess Peach game, and I've recently been uploading it to YouTube, so that's just kind of there, you know. It's on the top of my. That happens to me a lot when I upload the stuff to YouTube. I like think about it, like, you know, when I upload a Gravity Rush video, I'm like, oh yeah, I did that in Gravity Rush and like stuff like that. Like I'm sure some of you don't even remember or know that I played Gravity Rush, but yeah, that was a fun thing. As was this. So that's cool. But now that I mentioned the Donkey Kong thing, I kind of want to see if I can do that. Let me... Hold on. I mean, I got Smash Brothers open here. And of course it's echoing now. Now that I'm live. Now that it would be a problem for it to do that. There was something that I did to it, I think, that... I mean, maybe I just... Use custom audio device. This, alright, hold on. This might just be like a crazy, like, hectic stream. I'm not sure, though. There might be something that I can do about it, potentially. Potentially? Okay, I'm gonna try to pull up the Discord thing. Yeah, it's like playing the audio from the game. Like, why is this a consistent issue? Maybe? Alright, I'm just gonna... Oh, I think that actually did it. I did... Alright. I figured it out. I figured it out this time. For real. Alright. Do I have my... I probably have my GameCube controller. Would you wouldn't mind if I played Donkey Kong for a little bit, would you? Zen? I just gotta... What if you just straight up put Donkey Kong? You wouldn't mind at all? Okay. I'm gonna put Smash Ultimate as the category, and then a bunch of, like, angry gamers are gonna come in. Bunch of angry video game nerds are gonna come in and be like, this isn't Smash Brothers Ultimate. Alright, oh, I probably shouldn't put first playthrough because that's not accurate. This game has its own category. You know what? You're right, actually. It looks like... It's gonna look like I'm like new to Twitch and I'm like, whoa, what? Yo, this is a whole new world and I'm not even playing the game that I put the category for. I'm like, what? This indie game has its own category? I heard of this from my uncle, actually. Smash Brothers Ultimate? Alright, I think it is NES. Okay. Okay. Yep, that's the sound it made when you launched it back in 1983. It's true. Oops. Alright. Donkey Kong Jr. So I saw a tweet about, like, what people prefer for their controllers. like as far as joystick location, that's what they're called, right? The left and the C stick, the left and right stick, and it hadn't even occurred to me that the Pro controller has a different location than the PlayStation 4 controller. But I straight up said this on the tweet, so it's not like this is a new thought, but like it kind of explains why this controller feels so wrong to me, because the stick I feel like should be down below, and then the D-pad can be on top and then turn it into a sort of like an NES controller, but this controller is not very good for playing these games, honestly. Where the fuck is... Oh, right. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I'm a bit of a gamer. So I will be using Rewind, just because we are trying to get it to glitch, and it gets kind of bullshit after a while. I was just playing this for fun one day, and I did get so far that it was like glitching, and it was with Rewind. It is fun. It's just fun to do that. I will not let these imaginary people shame me for playing games this way. Oh, that's not gonna work. Fuck. Let's just pretend that didn't happen, because it literally didn't. I think I took a clip where I did like this awesome jump that shouldn't have worked over 2 barrels. Like they were so far away, but I still jumped over them. Oh. Oh, that would have been fine. Fuck! I forgot what the second... This is the one that's in Smash Brothers. Which, by the way, did you know that game has its own category on Twitch? That's crazy to me. I used to like play that game with my cousin. I didn't know people still played that. Get the freak out of here. That's freaking sick, dude. That part pisses me off. That part is awful when it gets really fast. Alright, this might be the furthest that some people have ever seen of this game. And, I think this is actually the furthest that it goes. I don't really remember, though. These guys fuck around, though. I hate these guys so much. Why did that take that long to do? Get over here! Alright. Hey, man. What the hell? Do you think I could become a Donkey Kong streamer? And just get really, really good at this game? And then not even need Rewind? Is it possible? Has it been done before? One of my earliest memories of Twitch was watching a stream of this guy playing Donkey Kong, and instead of like screen capturing Donkey Kong from something, he literally was just video cameraing like an arcade machine that he had. And he was actually like, I don't think he was talking, but he was like texting in the chat from what I remember. And I like asked him something, and he actually answered me in the chat, and I was like, what would I even ask him? What did I talk to this guy about? I don't remember, but it happened. I was probably like, hey dude, that's cool, you have an arcade machine in your house? That's pretty cool, dude. I think it was like, I was probably like 17 or something. That's actual shit, feces. I always thought it would be fun to own an arcade machine. How are these barrels using ladders? They're very courteous. They're Donkey Kong's barrels. They're very smart, just like him. How are they using the broken ladders? That's what I want to know. It is kind of weird that the Mario Brothers movie, 93, our Lord and Savior, it took place in a city, but they decided not to use Donkey Kong. Instead, they used Bowser. There were a lot of things that were just kind of weird in that. Using Daisy instead of Peach, but still having it be the mushroom, like a mushroom race of people. Having, like using the city, but not using Donkey Kong. But I suppose that would have made more sense if that movie had come out more recently, because DK has become more associated with New Donk City in recent years. Whereas you don't know where this is. It makes sense for this to be in a city, but it also could not, I guess. I don't know. It's very vague. I don't think city when I think this. I just think like construction site. That's my first thought. I just can't believe the Popeye game never happened, and this is what we got instead. And then years later, there was a Popeye game on the Switch, like a terrible, like, shovelware one that rips off Donkey Kong, I think. Wait, you know what? I'm remembering the rest of the history. That's, what I said is not true at all. There was an arcade game. Hold on, let me pause this right now. All right, okay, what just happened, actually? I'm very confused by, all right, whatever. So, this was originally supposed to be Popeye. I think basically everyone knows that. But there was a Popeye arcade game that is very similar to Donkey Kong that came out, I think, several years later. And they remade that game. That game apparently was pretty good, but they remade that on the Switch in like a 3D setting, and it's very, very roughly like based on that game. Like it's like you can hardly tell unless you knew, but it's kind of a shame because that could have become like a cool game, especially in modern day. Did you know that Pac-Man was originally named Fat Man, and he was still very circular? I don't remember how many loops it takes for this to start glitching. Doesn't seem to really be getting faster, so I'm gonna start like speedrunning this shit. Don't. Fuck, man. All right, it's not getting faster, but I think he is dropping more barrels. All Alright, that was all natural. I didn't have to rewind for that. Oh man. He's really getting his carpenter's workout in. Go ahead, throw that shit, dude. I still have to watch the Scott Pilgrim show. It took me forever, but I finally found a website that I can watch it on. Legally, by the way. Fuck. Can you, brother, can you stop right now? Those aren't always in the same place, are they? Now that part is really challenging when it gets fast. Like this part, you have to know where you can stand. Alright, we're just gonna sweep this shit. Why? Why? Please, why do they go back and forth? What, to make it challenging or something? Oh my god, stop. Stop. I think they low-key follow you. Like, they don't... They're not smart about it, but they kinda do. I just can't believe Mario can't walk over those little spots. Why did Mario do that? It was totally Mario and not me. Well, we don't need all that happening. That's just extra. Alright, alright, alright. Yup. Alright. Is that an actual song? Like, that's not a... That's probably a classical song. The Mario Brothers arcade game used classical music. Did they just straight up not have a music person back then? Because the music they make is phenomenal. I feel like that might be Nintendo's strongest suit at this. Oh god, okay. It's already fucking glitching. That might be like Nintendo's strongest suit though nowadays, isn't it? The music. That's like one of the things that you can rely on. Pokemon, I don't know, people say that about Sonic, but I feel like Nintendo and like Pokemon are very, very similar in that regard. Like, a lot of the games nowadays aren't that great, but... Fuck. I mean, it already glitched. I just want to see how much further we can take it. So, how many times have we gone through? Like 4 times now? And it's already freaking out? You gotta give him props for keeping a glitch like that, though. Like, this game freaked out this early on. Uh-oh. Jinkies, dude. I was almost beating the Velma allegations, and then I had to go and say Jinkies again. That's bullshit. That's crud, dude. That's freaking crud, man. It's usually the first level that gets it the worst, as far as the, like, glitch city nonsense. Stop. Halt. Excuse me. I'm walking here. That was so loud that I think that just echoed in my room. I'm walking here. Yeah, you get out of there, sucker. You get out of here, punk. Oh, what? You want some trouble? Get the fuck over here. Oh, yeah, get over here, dude. Oh, now you're asking for it. I can't jump with this. Stop bumping into the walls, guys. I feel like enemy characters shouldn't be able to make that noise when they walk into walls. I feel like I'm the one who should make that sound. Is that to communicate to me that they're not able to travel there or something? Fucking psyched that guy out so bad. He thought I was going down there. Alright, Fortnite would finally be peak if they just added Donkey Kong already. I feel like that needs to happen. I haven't thought about it until just right now, but like I actually I forget, people were talking about like Nintendo. Oh no, alright. This is another video game news situation. I guess Epic Games has still been trying to strike a deal with Nintendo, which is, I mean, I don't know why. It's probably impossible. But they're still trying, and so I made like a group of, I think, 4 characters that I think would be fun to see in Fortnite. And none of them were Donkey Kong. But I might have to change that. Might have to redo that list. Fuck. Whoa! My characters were, not that anyone asked, I'm just trying to remember. I know it was Little Mac, Samus, Sakurai, and, who the fuck else was it? There was a 4th one. Yeah, that's right. I'm kind of a epic gamer here. Do you remember seeing that tweet? By any chance? How do I do this? I might have some idea. No, that's not how it happened. Why? Why are these springs? Why do they call them springs? If you can't jump off the top of them. Mewtwo would be pretty cool, but I feel like that would be even harder to strike a deal about because it's Game Freak as well. Which they think they're hot shit. Okay, this part gets really fucking hard. How did that even happen? How did that work? That was... I feel like I did exactly the same thing that I did like 7 times in a row. Excuse me, Mr. Mario, you can't just stand next to a ladder like that. What were you intending to do there, my friend? Oh, you were just... Oh, okay, you were just gonna go back up the ladder. Okay. Alright, it changed its mind entirely. It decided to go down the other ladder. That's fine and cool. We don't mind that. My monkey brain almost made me pick up that hammer again. Alright, I'm gonna do like one more time. I don't know why it didn't glitch the last time. Mr. Miyamoto, can we get one more good glitch, please? Did you see that? That was like 300 points. Bro was like, you're getting a little too much success in your life. Why don't we bring you down a notch? Please don't come down that. I don't know. It doesn't seem to want to glitch again. I don't know if these later ones actually do it all. But I'll try this until I get mildly frustrated. Alright. How many tries are we thinking? No fucking way. What? What? I probably had to reverse early on, but like, come on, that was pretty sick. Just thinking about how some people right now are streaming, like fucking, yeah, Super Mario RPG. Some people are probably streaming, like, I don't know, Yakuza, Elden Ring. And I'm here streaming Donkey Kong. Although it was completely by choice and my own recommendation. Pardon me. Why'd they make him so thick in this game? I mean, look, come on. What were they thinking? That's back when they thought that gamers were classy. They didn't realize what this did to young minds. Hey, get out of here. If you come down this ladder, dude, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it. Get the fuck out of here. Hey. Go. Get. Shoo. Is this time? Get out of here. Alright, it left. Alright, I'll do the first level again. And that's it. Because I just want to see if it glitches. I promise. I know that I said last time was the last time, but just, I want to see if this freaks out at all. Because it hasn't gotten much faster. Oh, I should have realized. You gotta pay attention to which direction the platforms are going. The double, but it only counted as one because they were, like, they became one. That counted as two, I think, because it was going down the ladder. How many points can I just get? Like, what if I just stand here? Were there kids at the arcade who... Oh, that one left. Are there kids at the arcade who just stood here and did this? Like, oh yeah, I'm racking up points. Don't worry about it. This is... Alright, this is an NES version, so maybe... That one was probably, the the one on the arcade was almost definitely timed, right? This makes this, like, I thought it was cool that I was getting kind of good at this game a little bit, but this kind of just proves how simple this is. Also, I think this game might make on-the-spot decision-making. Because I think that these barrels are taking different paths. See? Look at that. That one went past me last time. This game is high-tech. Alright, that's it. That's the Donkey Kong. That's the Donkey Kong stream for now. I'll maybe at some point I can maybe do like a full like I could see myself playing this for a very long time. I can't explain why. It's just like I think it like alright. Some people like Breath of the Wild because it has like this huge vast world. This is another thing I was talking to people on Twitter about. I think I like a simpler experience that you can fully wrap your brain around without having to go through like great lengths. I want to understand the game that I'm playing as much as possible. Smash is also very good for that. An arcade experience is pretty good for that. Like a lot of 3D platformers are made for that. But a game that's massive and made only for you to like look at every bit of the map, that's kind of overwhelming for me. And I just want to say at some point I do want to get back to Tears of the Kingdom, and I might play it more here and there, but I feel like until I'm able to have like a denser streaming schedule, I don't think it'll be a great idea for me to really like go all in on playing games like that. I think for now it would be better for me to stay focused on either like online games like Ultimate or like story games that only take a few hours. And I don't mean like 3 hours. I don't mean I want to sit like beat a game in one stream. I just want to be able to beat a game. And by the time I get to like the end of the game or towards the end of the game, I'm able to remember what happened at the beginning of the game. I don't have a very good memory. But I feel like if this does become my career at some point, then it would be easier for me to like play, like I can take a week and just play Tears of the Kingdom throughout the week, and then I'll be able to remember most of the story because I just started it, within that week. But yeah, that was just something that I wanted to say, and I've been thinking of that, but I don't know. I just thought it would be good to let you guys know, I think I do want to plug in my not sleep mode. I don't want to plug in my sleep mode. I want to get my GameCube controller set up. So I'm just going to mute myself real quick. I should probably start doing a better job of unwinding that. I just kind of like it's gonna break one of these times, isn't it? So joining us is gonna be Zen again. We've been seeing a lot of Zen lately, haven't we? Haven't we? But today it's for Smash Ultimate, and I'm gonna feel really bad if I just completely obliterate you. I should probably call you before I talk shit. That seems like a fair assumption, right? I'm gonna feel really bad if I just completely obliterate you, but I'm actually like, I kind of want to learn this game, you know, a little bit. So how are you doing today?
Feeling alright.
That's fucking Epic Gamer style. There's got to be a Gangnam Style parody called that, right? Epic Gamer Style.
There better be. If not, we'll have to make it.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Epic Gamer Style. Epic Gamer Style. Oh gosh, there sure is. There sure is a video called that.
Yeah, send that shit to me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna mute the game real quick, and then I'll play the. Oh, it's 31 seconds long.
Gamers, we run the planet, and we won't stop. No,
I will send it to you too.
Stop until the women are all gone, 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 gone.
This is
gone,
wild.
gone,
What?
On Epic Gamer Style. Epic Gamer Style.
Okay.
Epic Gamer Style.
It was cowardly behavior to only make it 30 seconds long. All right.
That was art.
It was kind of shitty, wasn't it?
It was, what you talked about, it was art.
Okay. I was just expecting there to be a parody called Epic Gamer Style, and I was expecting it to be like really well done. So that was kind of underwhelming for me. All skill levels. I'll just do friends. Then one-on-one. I don't know. I hope I should probably look at more settings since in case I have some fuck shit on. Where's items? How do you turn that off? Is that just off by default? I'm just gonna put the password up on here, cause the only reason I'm doing it is just so someone random from my friend. Oh, this is the name of the. All right, as I was saying, this is just so someone random in my friend group doesn't just join. It doesn't usually happen, but yeah. Okay, so it's 4, 5, 8, 9. I mean, if someone's dedicated enough to watch my stream and then join after watching my stream and being in my friend group, then I mean, that's probably enough to earn joining the arena. But I was just feeling one-on-ones today. Huh. Alright. So when's the last time you played this game? Was it when we played together?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably around the last time I played too. I mean, my brother was in this kick where he kept wanting to play it. And we were training together, but I'm not very good at committing to like hanging out with people like that. I don't know, there's a handful of things that I have like that I like to do anyways. Like I try to in my free time I try to upload my YouTube streams since I'm so behind on them.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh yes. Whew. Who's your favorite character in this game? Like character-wise. What is this?
Character, it's Waffle House.
Is that a bird?
It's the classic Waffle House bird.
Is that a thing?
Probably, I don't know. I've never been to Waffle House.
Why did I decide? I decided to do a down smash, which attacks in front of me first. So I thought that you wouldn't react fast enough for that to not hit. So is your favorite Smash character, I take it, is the Waffle House bird?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It is a very nice character. Oops. That's very classic of me to just miss that.
My actual favorite Nintendo character isn't in this game in any form.
Well, I said in this. I said in this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure my favorite character in this game is probably Lucas.
Oh, Lucas is pretty cool. I still have to play Mother 3 though, before I can actually say that. Holy shit, man. That was crazy.
I don't even mind dying to that. That was epic.
Off the fucking Waffle House bird. That was pretty sick too, actually.
that was legitness.
That was... Yeah, it was. So I was playing a bit of Melee with Drew like last week, and there's some... I don't know, that game is all fucked up, because there are some stages where you stand just on the top platform and you do like a up tilt, and your enemy just dies instantly. The maps... Just a lot of that game is just fucked up.
Best designed game in the series.
For sure, yeah.
Man, Brawl sucked with its
story
auto-scroll
mode.
stage its auto-scroll stage that only went one direction. Back in my day, auto-scroll stages went 2 directions.
I thought Brawl has... Oh, I guess it did just go one direction, didn't it? I feel like that's just better, though. I kind of miss that stage just for, like, the vibe. And also the fact that it's weird and fucked up. But I guess if I want that vibe, I could just play a Donkey Kong game. Which I have been considering. I I don't know, just like watching Pat play Donkey Kong Country, and one of the secrets was just through a wall that had no indication that there was a secret there. That kind of made me not want to play through it, but I feel like I should because it's one of those must-play games, right?
I guess.
I feel like most of my friends though haven't played a lot of the must-plays. Like something tells me I'm the first friend in my friend group who's played Mario Brothers original. I just get that feeling for some reason.
This opinion is probably going to get people mad at me, so I'm going to preface it by saying Donkey Kong Country 2 is really good, but I don't really like Donkey Kong Country, the first one.
But that one, I try to remember literally anything. The intro is good, where it goes from the classic music. I mean, the music that's not really an argument. A game can't be good just because of the music.
I mean, yeah, of course the music's good. It's Donkey Kong Country. Yes, the Sonic game is good. The music's good.
I feel like maybe... Alright.
I didn't even play anything there.
Miyamoto was really fucked up for saying this, but he might have been right that the DKC, at least DKC 1, was really popular just because of how it looked. I think that was like the biggest thing about it was just like how it looked. I don't know. Yeah, that's apparently something that he said.
Computers.
He was like, people will play games if they look really good. It doesn't matter how they feel to play.
No, I'm not gonna pick that stage on stream.
I mean, that's the argument nowadays all the time with modern games. People will play games if they look good, right? That's just a thing that happens, right? Now, I'm not gonna pull, like, be controversial here and like pick a particular game. Like, I'm not gonna say like Last of Us or anything like that, or like I don't know, Uncharted or anything like that.
I can't think of a lot of recent games that I actually would want to play. I think the biggest one was probably Baldur's Gate 3. And that was a sequel to 2 old-ass games.
Have you... Wait, so do you have that game?
Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't played much of it. I also have the first 2 on...
Oh my god, this is just like that stage I was telling you about from Melee. Oh. Oh, I see. I see what's happening here.
Why is it picking all my stages?
I don't know. I think it's because you're coming into the arena second, so it's considering you the loser.
I am a loser. Oh.
I just picked Random Omega, so I mean, would you rather play Random Omega or on this? I'm sure I could still learn how to play the game in this.
Ow.
I can learn basic mechanics from this. Fuck, I didn't have enough. Shit, that would have been cool. I'm rubber, you're glue. Have you ever heard that saying before?
Why would I not have?
I don't think I've ever heard that saying before until Drew said it, and I was like, that is such a Drew saying, and I love it so much.
I don't think anyone's ever actually said that. Like,
well, I'm rubber, you're glue. I mean, little kids in kindergarten have. What the fuck is this?
The thing is called Deathbox.
I say it unironically as a Drew reference. Does that count?
Yeah, nice Drew reference for all the Drew heads out there.
All the Drew heads. Anytime I say I'm rubber, you're glue, it's a Drew reference. Holy crud. I could have prevented that, I think. I don't want to like say that I could have for sure, but I'd like to think that I could have, and I just didn't. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, I'm just like good at games, that's all. That's all there's to it. How did that happen? There was what were we talking about before the Drew reference? We were actually having.
I don't know.
Oh, we were talking about games, right? I mean, so Baldur's Gate. I mean, I respect the game. I understand a lot of people like it. It's just like I think in order for me to want to play a game, the UI has to look good for me, and I saw like pictures of the inventory, and it was really overwhelming for me. I don't even know what the gameplay is really like. That was fucked up because that was just a crit. That's not fair. But yeah, that's isn't the game? Isn't it like you don't even walk around? It's like a click walk game, is it? Do you walk around in that game?
You can.
Okay.
You know, if the mood strikes you.
Explain the game to me. What is it about? Like, what is the gameplay like? That's the most. I don't really care what it's about, to be honest.
Well, it's a turn-based RPG. You click what attack or item or whatever you want your character to use, and then you click on the target, and then that happens, or maybe it doesn't. I don't know, it's fucking Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that's one thing that blew my mind when I found out about it, but it's so obvious in retrospect, the fact that JRPGs are just the video game version of Dungeons and Dragons. And it seems so obvious when you know it, but if you tell that to someone who knows what JRPGs are, like if you talk to someone like in public who knows video games, they're probably not going to really know that. Like I mentioned that to someone, and I was like, so basically by extent, Pokemon was inspired by Dungeons and Dragons. Isn't that kind of weird to think about?
Every once in a while, I think about how, like Undertale was inspired by Mother, which was inspired by Dragon Quest, which was inspired by Dungeons and Dragons. So, like, there is an actual link between fucking Gygax and Arneson deciding to make an RPG and the Pope hearing a song from Homestuck.
Do you think the Pope actually even played it? Cause I don't know. I think that's the wackest thing that MapPat has done. Cause like, how is the Pope gonna find time to like download Steam and then like put a code into Steam?
I mean, if I was the Pope, I'd play Undertale.
Yeah, but you'd play Undertale anyways. That doesn't count.
Yeah, I realized that as soon as I said it.
Oh my god!
all the Ebe fans in your audience are really going to get a kick out of this stage, I think.
All the who fans? Ebe fans?
Yeah, Ebe fans.
Well, yeah, they're all over this. They're like, yo, they added fucking Ebe to Smash Brothers? Why did I do that? Well, I'm over here now.
Just left.
Yep, I'm just out of here. Oh my god. Aw, you should have walked into it. That would have been very funny.
You know what else would have been very funny?
What? TBS?
No.
Okay. We'll go on then. Yep. I'm listening. It better be funny when you say it.
Well, shit, now it's not gonna be funny because of all the hype for it. No, aren't they gonna add like Woody from Toy Story to Fortnite?
You know what'd be really funny would be if Harley Quinn captured Batman and tried to kill him, so that she had time to spend with Joker, but the Joker didn't like the way that she decided to kill Batman, so she freed him. That'd be pretty funny. That's actually just a thing.
The Joker.
That happened.
Joker just resurrects Batman because he doesn't like the way Harley killed him.
Yeah, all right. This is actually I watched a YouTube short about it. I thought it was actually like pretty amusing. Apparently the way that she wanted to kill him wasn't funny enough. So Joker was like, "All right, wrap it all up. All right, we're packing this up. We're not doing this."
Not funny, didn't kill.
Not funny, didn't kill. Not funny, didn't kill.
Choose your fighter. Kazuya.
This would be a really fun experience to put you through, I think.
Are you talking about the stage?
Yeah. Also, I'm playing in Japanese for some reason.
Oh, okay. What does this say in Japanese?
It says Omigoto Meteo.
And what does that mean?
I don't fucking know. Probably like meteor smash or something.
I mean, I said dunktastic. I don't know what that would even be in Japanese.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh. Now I can't shadow sneak through the wall.
What, they patched this? They patched this custom stage?
No, I just never tried using shadow sneak on the wall.
Oh,
Can't shadow sneak my way out of this one, fellas.
damn.
Ow. That was rude.
Well, it was also kind of funny a little bit. Bye.
Goodbye.
How is it able to go that high?
The laughter of young children.
Okay, I guess I didn't really get that intimate with this, with the game, the like custom stage thing. I tried to build one thing, and I didn't like the way that the custom stage thing worked, so I just didn't touch it again.
Ow.
Shit. How are you at 200? Not fair.
Ow.
Oh.
Ow.
Oh my god. No.
What did I bounce off of?
I think, did you not bounce off of the claw?
if I just hit the quad just right so that I bounce down off of it.
Oh, see you later. Goodbye. You didn't even need the cannon. I bet there's a character small enough to be able to slip past the cannon, though.
Ah!
Oh no! Are you doing that? Who's doing that? That's you?
I don't know.
What? Oh, okay. I went into the background. I was like, why? Why am I still alive? What happened? Is your controller not working? Did you just go into outer space or something?
No, my fucking box of saltines hit the TV remote, and then it went to the TV guide. so it started playing PBS Kids.
That's pretty sick. That you made like a fucking Rube Goldberg machine or whatever they're called.
Yeah, Rube Goldberg machine to watch fucking Egg Plus Cat. Super Y. And the Super Readers. You know, adventure waits when you're with Super Y.
What about the Super Y pilot? Have you watched that?
I have not seen the Super Y pilot. Did they find that?
Yeah, they found it recently.
Yo, they found the Super Y pilot?
Yeah, they did. It looks pretty nice, too.
I don't even like Super Y.
I mean, the pilot looks like it could have been actually, like, enjoyable if it had come out. Like, if the show came out that way.
I'm gonna have to check that out after the stream, then.
Yeah, for sure. It's like... I think it's like claymation or something, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
Like, I think we knew that much about it. We had, like, a photograph of it. But we didn't have the actual thing itself, you know? Why does it feel like 4 hours have already passed? And it hasn't even been 2 hours yet.
Oh, wow. Wow, I switched to the regular stages and then got surprised by how small the stages look.
What do you mean how small the stages look? They look small?
Like the stage like the stage selection screen just look like little tiny stages.
Okay. Did you pick a like a custom stage anyways?
Mm-mm.
Did you pick a Mario stage? I like the Mario ones. Whoa, okay. Guys, I was just playing this game. I don't know if you know this, but I've played this one before. I'm a bit of a pro at it.
Now this is what I call a comeback. I meant to say callback.
Now this is what I call a comeback. That was fucking crazy. That's what happens. That's what you get.
Ow! What the hell, man? What the hell caused you to hear you from hit fighting game series Tekken?
Did you think that I would be worse on this stage, or did you think that this would just be a weird fucking stage?
I just thought it'd be a weird fucking stage.
Okay. Have you played Donkey Kong before?
What the fuck's a Donkey Kong?
Is that a weird question to ask somebody who's played any video game before?
Well, you think I haven't played Donkey Kong before? I've played Donkey Kong. I haven't played the Game Boy Donkey Kong, where after you make Donkey Kong fall off of the thing, it becomes a puzzle platformer.
I have to play that shit. Oh my god, that was... You just got comboed, player. Yeah, I want to play that. I want to play that one at some point. The fucking Game Boy one. I forgot all about that. Well, if I had thought long enough about it, I probably would have remembered.
Sorry for spoiling Donkey Kong 98, by the way, for all the viewers out there.
I mean, that's kind of the problem with that game is I'm sure a lot of people at the time thought that it was a simple port, whereas it has like most of the game is not Donkey Kong. It's like a new game entirely. It's kind of dope. It's kind of dunktastic even.
What song should I play on here?
What song am I even playing right now? Oh, I don't know what song it was. I'm gonna play. I'm feeling. Oh, I don't know. I think I'll play Bubblegum KK.
You fucking better not.
Oh, I just.
I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play The Weird.
What does that mean? Is that a threat?
It's what the song is called. The Weird.
The Weird?
Yeah, The Weird. You know, like Weird from Golden Sun.
Oh, where is that song? Okay, hold on. No. This song goes kind of stupid. I think I'm gonna keep this one. Bubblegum KK. Why do you like just pick if you alright? I will not have a problem with this as long as you don't pick the Great Cave Offensive. That is the one stage that actually just like pisses me off.
I fucking hate Great Cave Offensive.
I mean, I'm sure it's fun if you have all the time in the world, or if you're just like, I don't know, not trying to get good at the game. But as someone who actually like wants to learn how to fight in this game, I don't have the patience for that shit. That's how you get good, by the way. For anyone who is wondering how to get good at Smash Brothers, that's all you have to do.
Do you have any Smash Bros. Stage hot takes? Like stages you like that everyone hates, or stages you hate that everyone likes?
I think my brain is so puny that the only stage that I really pick is Omega or like Final Destination. I don't know how to make. I mean, this is more of a competitive hot take. I don't know how to use like the platforms to my advantage. That's kind of too. That's too hexagonal brain for me. I just got a trapezoid, dude.
Fair enough.
I'll have to look at the like all the stages though. I mean, I'll give you the coldest take I have as far as stages. The fact that Pokefloats isn't in this game is an actual crime.
Yeah. You know those events in Melee where you fight on top of a trophy? They should have let you play on those in the actual fights.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be a cool mode if they just like let you fight on top of any of the trophies. But I feel like that would be a pain in the ass to code. That would be a lot of work, I think.
It'd be hilarious though.
It would be pretty good.
Especially in like Brawl and Smash 4 where you have trophies that are just like flat images on a trophy stand.
Oh yeah. I'm sure those would probably be the easiest to code. You just do like a line or something that you can walk on. Alright, let me look at the stages and give you an actual answer. All right. Not really a hot take, but I do miss the Mushroom Kingdom from Melee. But I feel like the one from the N64 was probably more interesting to pick. I really like picking Congo Jungle. And I feel like it could almost be competitive viable.
I think a lot of people say it's almost viable.
I don't understand why it isn't. Maybe the platforms at the top are too close to the ceiling or something.
Also the slopes.
I don't really like the Pikmin stage, the distant planet one. It's just really mundane.
Objectively worst take. You can jump into a Bulborb's mouth.
Yeah, but look at it. It's like it looks like it was made to be a stage in Super Smash Brothers. There's nothing natural about it. It's just like platforms.
As opposed to the very natural Battlefield.
Well, the thing about Battlefield is it was literally made for Smash Brothers. Whereas Pikmin is supposed to be about nature. Like the newer Pikmin stage is better because it has more natural shapes to it. Garden of Hope. I'm gonna pick that one. And then I guess
Garden of Hope's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's better because it actually looks like a place, whereas the other Pikmin stage is just like, I don't know, kind of dull. What else? Boxing ring is super fucking cool, actually. Is that a hot take? It's just pretty cool.
Who hates boxing ring?
I don't know. I think that I might like it a little bit more than other people because I think it's cool that they sort of made it a Smash Brothers stage by putting the Smash logo on it. But it's still a Punch-Out stage at heart. It's kind of like an amalgamation of both. I think it's weird that a handful of the stages have their own unique logos that aren't associated with any characters at all. Like Wrecking Crew and Pilot Wings. Also not a huge fan of Wrecking Crew. I really wish I did like it. But I don't know. It's not as fun to play on as I would like. I think Pac-Land is actually more fun for me to play on. I don't hate playing on Pac-Land. I think that's a hot take.
Yeah, that is a pretty hot take.
I haven't played on Super Mario Maker in like 30 years.
I always forget that's a stage in here.
Yeah, and I thought it was super cool when they added it. What's your favorite... I don't know if you use Omega forms enough for this, but what's your favorite Omega form? Like the way that it looks? I think what they did to the Toon Link stage is kind of a crime. Where is it?
Which Toon Link stage? The trainer
pirate
ship.
Oh, the ship. So it used to look a lot like an actual like platform that like one of the towers from the game. But they made it, I think, just kind of a floating platform, if I'm not mistaken. And if it's not a floating platform, then they completely got rid of the top of it, which I think it used to have in Smash 4.
Mm.
But my favorite stages for Omega form are Summit, and four side. I just think they're really pretty. I also think Spear Pillar is really pretty too.
My Spear Pillar is just a lot of fun even without Omega. Ooh, the Great Plateau Temple looks pretty cool in Omega.
The Great Plateau Temple. Oh, Northern Cave looks sick.
Northern Cave, which one is that?
It's the Sephiroth one. I don't know if they'd be able to put it, but like, kind of wish I had the top part. Like, they could totally take the collision away from the top part, but like, I wish it was there, because that's what the tower is supposed to look like, right? The Great Plateau Tower.
I like how the Xenoblade 2 stage looks in Omega.
That one's alright.
Oh,
looks like
yeah.
a floating shack kind of.
Woohoo Island has a really cool Omega form because it's the sword fighting.
Oh
sword
yeah,
fighting platform.
I forgot about that. I don't know if I've ever played on the Omega form of Mishima Dojo.
Those look pretty cool though.
Yeah, it looks sick.
Yo, Omega. Okay. Omega form, Umbra, whatever the fuck, Umbra Clock Tower.
I'm just trying to find where that is.
Can't even describe how cool it looks.
I mean, it kind of looks like the nighttime version of the other one, which already looks like a nighttime. Why does it look so different? I just like the concept of them taking the stage and then bringing you to another location that's like close to the stage, so you can kind of see the stage or like other aspects of the stage, like Onett. I think it brings you to the top of the drugstore or something.
Yeah,
which is really cool. Or it did that in Smash 4. I think Smash 4 did a lot more cool things with the Omega stages than this one does.
Yeah. Gower Plains Omega looks really good. Mainly that's because Gower Plains looks really good, and in Omega you don't have to think about how ass the stage actually is. Let's see.
What about Flat Zone X?
Flat Zone X?
That one's like really good.
Yeah, I don't know. It really tickles me for some reason. Oh, Omega Gamer looks cool. It's just a clean table. 9-Volt just cleared off his table.
Yeah, except for the pencil.
He finally got around to cleaning his room. Good for him. Skyworld. Well, here's my hot take. I think Skyworld is a really good stage. Not a really good stage, but it is a good stage. It's better than a lot of people say it is.
Skyworld? Here's the that's like the first Kid Icarus one, right? Here's the problem with that one.
Oh no, I'm talking about the big one. I don't remember what it's called in English. It just
okay,
says,
Skyworld is not good. Because when you break the platforms, it becomes impossible to play on.
No, it doesn't. You just gotta get good.
No, it just cheats a lot of the time. Palutena's Temple is... It has, for me, it has a similar problem to the Great Cave Offensive. It's not as big, but it's like... There's no reason for it to be as big as it is.
It's not as bullshit as Great Cave Offensive, at least.
I mean, I think even Temple is kind of pushing it, because the problem with these stages is...
Oh my fuck, that is like the hot take I have about Smash stages, that Temple sucks.
I like Temple for nostalgia reasons, but Temple for the same reasons that I have for like Newport City and you know, the Kirby one and the Kid Icarus one. If the stage is too big, some of the people that I play with, I mean, if I play with Drew or like some of my other friends who have like competitive mindsets, they don't do this, but there are a lot of people that I play with who they just run off on their own and just like fuck around, and I'm like, I'm trying to actually play the video game right now. It gives people an opportunity to just like do whatever they want and like not actually play the game. And there is a time and a place for that, and I do value it, but I don't know. Usually when I play this game, I want to actually get down to business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do like Great Bay. That has nothing to do with anything I just said, but I do like it.
The Super Mario Brothers U stage in Omega form looks bland as hell.
Yeah.
Omega Mario Circuit looks really cool, though.
Omega 3D Land looks cool. 3D Land is a cool stage, because I actually like that game a lot.
Yeah, 3D Land is really good.
The fact that Super Mario Bros. 2 has its own stage is kind of ridiculous. And I love it, because I actually am one of the 3 people who liked that game, too.
Yeah. Yeah, there are actually a few other stages that... There are actually a few stages that a lot of people really hate that I really like. I mean, I'm pretty sure you already know that I really like Newport City, but also a really big fan of Mario Brothers.
What do you mean? Oh, like regular Mario Brothers?
Yeah, regular Mario Brothers.
Let's play that right now, actually. I feel like this... So similar to Gamer, I think that Gamer could have its own, like, tournaments, but I think that Mario Brothers could have its own tournaments, too. Just, like, only playing the one stage.
Also, pretty big fan of Mushroomy Kingdom.
I don't know about that one.
It was better in Brawl. I'll give people that. It was better in Brawl.
Here's the thing. I think that stage would have been 500 times cooler and more hype if it just looked like the original Mario Brothers. I don't know why they made it look the way that it does. It's weird. It's weird, and the fact that it's unexplained also kind of... If it had like some lore behind it, then that would be cool, but I don't think there's any lore to it. Unless there's like a trophy that's like...
I think the lore for Mushroomy Kingdom is that the kid who was playing with all the Smash fighters went through a dark and edgy phase and decided to make a dark and edgy Mushroom Kingdom.
That's just the Wii. Why was the Wii was like really kind of an edgy phase for Nintendo a little bit.
Yeah. Frigate Orpheon. This probably isn't a hot take, but Frigate Orpheon is another one of my favorites.
Is that the one that flips upside down?
Yeah.
That one's cool. What do you think of Mute City SNES?
I like it. I just really like how Mode 7 looks in general. I just think it's a really cool aesthetic.
Yeah.
I say Mode 6, not Mode 7.
You said Mode 7.
Alright.
Oh.
We spent too much time talking about stages.
Yeah. All right. Let's play on Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
2545.
Step into the ring.
21.
Choose your fighter.
I saw one of those like top 10 lists of worst Smash Bros stages, and obviously Newport City was on it. I'm used to that. Like, one of the things they said they hated was the ultimate Chimera, and I just do not understand that.
The ultimate Chimera? I don't even remember what that... Oh! You're talking about the Chimera on Newport City?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a thing that people hate because it auto kills. I think it's kind of annoying. I mean,
It's awesome.
what do you... Well,
It gives
I don't know.
gives you a reason to move around the stage instead of just camping. Also, I just really like the ultimate Chimera in general.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh,
Pretty sure I had
okay.
I'm pretty sure I had a. I didn't have a dream once as a kid where my third grade teacher was playing Smash Bros on school grounds, and I got to play with her, and she was playing on this stage.
You had a dream about that?
Yeah.
I would... So at my school, or one of my schools, I should say, towards the end of the year, one of the kids just brought in a Wii U straight up, and we played Smash Ultimate, or not Smash Ultimate, but the Wii U one. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think every school has that kid who brings in the Wii U at the end of the school year.
Yeah. It's kind of weird that's all... Before the Wii U even came out, that was always a thing.
Yeah.
I guess there's a lot of uncles who work at Nintendo.
Throughout high school, I always just brought in my 3DS and played on that.
Oh yeah, I loved that thing. I was super into Smash on 3DS. I played the fuck out of it. And there's a lot of, or like a handful of features in that game that I feel like they should have brought over to this one. Like Smash Run, we should have gotten obviously Pac Maze. God, there were some other stages on there. Like the Mario Kart one, the Rainbow Road DS, 3DS one.
Oh, why didn't they bring back Rainbow Road for this game?
I don't know. I feel like there's a ton of stuff from the... They straight up disrespected the 3DS version.
Yeah, Smash Run was awesome. Remember Street Smash?
Street Smash?
Yeah, Street Smash.
I don't off the top of my head.
It was a thing where like you street pass with people, and then you could like launch your little character token at their little character token.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember doing that actually. Yeah.
I remember the hoodie costume for the Miis.
Not really. I didn't really use the Miis that much, I don't think. I do remember custom moves though.
Oh yeah, custom moves.
That was one thing. All right, I don't miss them, like using them to play, but I think that they were really cool for amiibos. I think having an amiibo that had special moves that, like, you know, that you didn't have, I think that's a cool idea, and I feel like they should have brought that over.
1, go!
I kind of get why they didn't bring back custom moves, but like, honestly, it's just a reason to go back and revisit Smash 4.
Yeah, that's true. Is it a hot take saying that it would have been cool if they had a single character difference between the 3DS version and the Wii U version? Like, if there was a character exclusive to those versions, but just like one? I feel like that would have been cool, right?
Yeah, it would have been pretty sick. People would probably just complain though, because like the character would have to actually be in both games, but locked out in each one.
No, that because I think the games were completely separate code. I'm pretty sure, weren't they? They were just.
I'm pretty sure they were like compatible. Like you could.
Oh well, you could use the 3DS as a controller, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that had anything to do with like the games actually connecting.
Oh yeah, because the 3DS had exclusives and the Wii U had exclusive stages. Never mind.
Yeah. Who would be the exclusive characters though?
Wii U would be Monita.
Who?
Monita, the chick from Nintendo Land.
Oh. For some reason, for the 3DS, I was gonna say like a Fire Emblem Awakening character.
They had like two of those already.
Yeah. But I guess I'm more thinking if they had this idea from the start, like without having their entire roster already.
I don't know. It would be a fun representative for the 3DS. The fucking AR box guy.
The AR box guy. Why not Nikki from fucking Miiverse or whatever? No, Swap Note.
I don't think Nikki has it in her to actually fight.
She'll just draw things to fight. Why do we not have a character who draws things to fight? I feel like that's a bit of a crime, isn't it?
That'd be great for like a drawn to life rep, which is never gonna happen. But I'm still dreaming. Damn it.
Scribblenauts rep or a Mario Paint rep.
Oh yeah, Maxwell might happen.
I don't know. I feel like Scribblenauts is kind of... Its popularity has dwindled a little bit, hasn't it? Well, a lot of it. I think it was like really... It really popped off on the DS. And then like it was a little bit there on the Wii U, but then... Now I don't think anyone... people more just play it as like the game that they used to, you know, like going back to the game that they used to play. They do have a lot of crossovers though, don't they?
Like,
it's like a DC
I like going
version.
back. Yeah, I like going back to play the DC and Unlimited games because those had the object editors. They could just make their own shit.
I think the only one I played might have been just the original one.
Didn't even have adjectives in that one.
What was the second one called?
Super Scribblenauts.
Was that on the DS?
Yeah.
I might have played that one. I don't know. I think I physically own one of them. I just don't remember which one it is.
I know I have Scribblenauts Unlimited on the Wii U. Physically.
Unlimited. I'm borrowing, I'm quote borrowing Super Mario Maker from a friend.
The first one?
Yeah.
It is a crime that they didn't bring back amiibo costumes in the sequel.
It's a crime that they got rid of mystery mushrooms. Like, people act like it's a tiny, like it's a small deal that they got rid of them, but you're just lying to yourself. That is like a huge deal. That's like, there are a lot of people who like use that to inspire their entire stages, or their entire levels, I meant.
Yeah, the mystery.
And that's,
Mystery
I feel like
mushroom is. Mystery mushroom is awesome, and like even the non-amiibo ones, crossover ones, like the Squid Sisters and Feline, and like the fucking baby metal.
I think I ended up getting
Mario in an
almost,
actual car.
I think I ended up getting almost all of them, if not all of them. And I didn't even play that game that much. I played it like, I think I played it excessively when I did play it, and then I just didn't play it for a while. Oh wow, I hardly had anything to do with that. Oh my goodness!
Goodness gracious!
Why did that not? Why did my crown not hit the crab? Did you see they added? What were you gonna say?
Nah, you go first.
Did you see that they added instruments for the Ninja Turtles in Fortnite?
I did not see that.
Yeah, I don't. It's crazy.
That sounds epic. I'm gonna go get something to drink real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna go see if I can find which Scribble Knots I have.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay, so it actually is Super Scribble Knots that I have. And I just feel like I have to confess also that I've committed the worst crime that you can as a DS game owner, and I just have them all in a Ziploc bag, and I have for years. They're just all just together in a Ziploc bag together, and the Ziploc bag over time breaks, and then I just get a new one, and then I put them all in a new one, and that starts to break over time.
I think I'm legally required to kill you for that.
It's just how things are. I don't know. It's how I got them. They showed up in a Ziploc bag.
3, 2, 1, go!
Wow, we just completely removed the POW block from play. Get the fuck out of here. That's fucked up. I love that so much. Look at how cute the crab's little face is. Look at
Yo, sick. Wait,
Why is
does
it
it
so
have like
cute?
a little? Why does it have a nose? It has
I
nostrils.
don't know. Is that like a dimple smile? Does it have a little dimple smile? Is that what that is? I don't remember it ever looking like that.
I'm
Maybe
just absolutely transfixed by that.
It is very cute. It might be the best thing in the entire game.
Ow.
Uh-oh.
Don't be mean to him.
Oh, wait, that is his nose. It isn't
why
a
is-
dimple smile. So he just doesn't have a mouth before that? No. Oh my god. Did you know anyone who owned the 3DS version of Super Mario Maker?
No.
I don't remember. I think maybe my older brother did, but I don't remember. Did that version have the mystery mushrooms?
I don't think so.
Then what was even the point?
I don't know.
Maybe the point was just to make it a. Well, no, that was a stage in both versions of Smash 4. So that doesn't. I was gonna say maybe to make it an exclusive. That was a weird case because I think that stage was a free. It was a free extra stage that came out like right after release, basically, if I remember correctly.
You kicked
Okay,
me.
King K. Rool goes kind of stupid, actually. Oh yeah, I don't think I ever ended up saying which character I said should be in Fortnite. The like fourth one from the Nintendo characters, remember?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can find it. Oh yeah, it was Bayonetta. It was Samus, Little Mac, Bayonetta, and Sakurai. That's who I said. I think those would be fun Fortnites. The fun Fortnites.
I'm gonna say this.
You're gonna say this?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Said it.
I'm gonna say this. This.
Let me tell you boys something about women. Something about women.
Something about women. Dr. Mario really go kind of stupid.
They should add him to Smash.
Yo, Dr. Mario really do just eat the red and blue pill, don't he? Oh, okay.
Ow. Why did I walk into that?
I don't know.
Ow.
Who would Uncle Ruckus play as in Smash Brothers?
I don't know, I still haven't seen Boondocks.
I'm thinking he would probably play Marth or something.
As far as I know, he would.
Because he really likes white people a lot, and I feel like he'd look at Martha and he'd be like, "Now that's a beautiful image of a white man."
There are other white characters in the game. There's Mario.
He wouldn't pick Mario. I mean, he
Yeah,
might pick
Mario's
Mario.
not white.
Oh my God! What
Mario's
even
not
just
white.
happened? Yeah, he's Italian. I mean, Marth isn't even white, isn't he? Is he?
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
I think.
okay.
He's like meant to be European, medieval European
okay.
guy.
Is that why he's spoken in Japanese for so long?
Yeah. I think the only Fire Emblem Lord I think is really meant to be not white is Corrin.
You know,
Is
it is a good point. I've never been to Europe, so maybe they do just speak Japanese.
Of course they do. What else do they speak? European? That's not a real language.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I wish I could pick this up. I forgot that the crab takes 2 hits. That was bonkers. That was bonkers. That was ridiculous.
You know, here's my unpopular Fire Emblem opinion. I think they should bring back the customizable lords.
I don't know anything about Fire Emblem. I know I've played maybe like 10 minutes of Pikmin. I have even less experience with Fire Emblem than that. Damn! I was gonna try like a Fates game, but they did that thing where it's 2 separate games, and that made it a bigger expense than I was willing to pay to try out a new game. But I never know which one to pick, and I never want to pick just one. I don't know.
Choose your fighter.
Well, if you're gonna go for a Fates game, good Conquest. It's the best one in both gameplay and story. Unless you're a sick freak like me who likes the Revelation gimmick maps.
I just don't know if I would be able to get into a Fire Emblem game either. Like, I think I don't know how much turn-based I can take.
Well, Fates is basically just Fire Emblem for little baby idiot baby brain babies.
But can you walk around and steal a car?
Well, you can't steal a car.
Alright, so I'm already less interested than I think you wanted me to be.
I mean, I don't really care if you play Fire Emblem.
What game do you care if I play? Kingdom Hearts?
Honestly, you could play Kingdom Hearts if you want. You could hate Kingdom Hearts if you want. I don't even care.
Do you like
I
Kingdom
like
Hearts?
Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, I like Kingdom Hearts. Like,
I like
I'm
Kingdom
not
Hearts, but I don't take it
obsessed with it.
seriously at all. I play it more like how do I describe it?
when I like Kingdom Hearts, I take the story seriously, but only certain specific parts of it. Otherwise, aside from that, it's just a cool Disney game.
Okay, since I only remember like 2 scenes from Kingdom Hearts, do you take the part where Goofy dies seriously?
No. Why did I think I was Sora? That scene is ridiculous.
It's funny, right?
Yeah. especially when I saw YouTube upload that scene and somebody described Goofy as getting knocked up.
I just tried to pause the game after hearing that. Wow. He got knocked up.
He got knocked up. Can't believe Goofy got knocked up. I feel like I take Kingdom Hearts about as seriously as it takes itself.
Do you think it actually takes itself seriously?
I think it takes itself, like, slightly seriously. Like, it's not, like, obnoxiously self-aware, like, oh, isn't it funny how it's Final Fantasy and Disney? But it does very much. Like,
I guess it has to, in order for it to stay afloat, it kind of has to have some, like, weight to it. Like, there has to be some seriousness to it. So I guess I understand what you're saying. Like, if it was all just, like, funny all the time and all just, like, jokes, there'd be no substance to it. And it wouldn't be able to have, like, a... How many games are there? Like, 10 now?
I think so.
It's probably more like 6.
It's like... No, I think it is. I think it is actually 10 right now.
Oh, really?
Kingdom Hearts, like not counting the remakes. There's Kingdom Hearts, Chain of Memories, Days, Kingdom Hearts 2, Birth by Sleep, Coded, Dream Drop Distance, the one that's like the prequel to KH3 with Aqua running around in the Dark World or whatever. Kingdom Hearts 3 and Melody of Memory.
Melody of Memory?
Yeah, Melody of Memory.
Is that actually what it's called?
I think so.
How come Sora never does this in his game?
I don't know, because Nomura hates us.
True. What percentage of all games do you think you're able to teabag in?
Gotta be at least 50.
You think so?
I mean, there's been so many games made. It's gotta be at least 50 by this
Yeah,
point.
but you also consider there's been so many games made, and they all are different genres. So there's a ton of like there's a ton of games where you don't even play as a human being.
You can still teabag as an animal. See? Ow.
No, like you play as a car sometimes. You can't teabag as a car.
You can
can't
teabag as a car.
That's not true. You're just saying that to be hashtag freaking silly.
I do get a little silly sometimes. Like fucking what's it called? Like a low rider could teabag.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of thinking that, like, maybe if you stop really fast, the suspension can make it sort of like a teabag. But I think most games where you can use a car don't have something like that. That'd be a fun YouTube channel, like, trying to see, like, play all the games where you can teabag. Just like each video is like, can you teabag in this game? It's kind of like them playing Mario and then like seeing if they can beat the game without touching grass or like without collecting coins, but instead of that, you're trying to see like if you could teabag in a game.
Like, also, you'd have to like define teabag. Like, it's just like doing this, or does it have to be specifically like to another player or to an enemy you defeated?
I think it's just the motion, I think, basically. That's what I would define it as, personally. Also, I think I used the wrong type of video as an example. I meant, one where, you know, alright, so, the video where it's, like, trying to beat the game without touching grass, there's, like, an alternate version where you're trying to see how fast you can touch grass in each Mario game. You know how that's like a video that someone made?
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen
yeah.
that.
So it would be like that, except with teabagging. Like seeing how fast you can teabag in each game.
My favorite video game challenge is, like, can you beat this game without breaking the 10 Commandments?
Are there a lot of games? Are there a lot of games that you can do that? Like beat the game?
Probably.
I mean?
Probably.
Have you watched a lot of these videos?
The only one I know of specifically is, like, you beat Skyrim without breaking the 10 Commandments.
And what was the answer?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was a yes.
You watched the video? There was a video that's title was presented as a question, and you don't even remember the answer to the question?
Look, the title was really funny.
Okay.
Like, I don't even care if you can or not. I just think it's really funny to play a game specifically avoiding breaking the 10 Commandments.
Did you see the Rhett and Link video where they tried to play D&D without like being unholy or whatever?
I have not seen that.
So they brought an actual like priest or whatever. I don't know anything about religion, but they had a priest go in, and they were like, can we do this, or would we go to hell if we did that? And he was like, well, magic is considered witchcraft, so you can't do that. They're like, okay. And I'm pretty sure Link chose to be like a mage or something. So he had to find some fucking stupid ass ways to do shit. It was, I honestly felt really bad for the other people playing D&D. Because they were actually like trying to have a fun time. And meanwhile, Rhett and Link were in their goofy asses like trying. Like they don't even believe in this shit, but they were just doing it for a video. I don't know. I hope the people were just warned that this was gonna happen. Because there were instances where you can tell that or at least I remember that the people playing the game were like, well, I think it would be a good idea if Link just did that anyways, even if it's not holy. And then they were like, I don't know, I don't think we should do that. Like, I feel like they were just getting into arguments a little bit. It was very heated. It felt very heated.
Just jump on my fucking head.
Yep. I just fucking place you. I fucking hate his down throw, man. He just places people on the ground.
You hit me with the fucking chloroform.
Not even. I just grabbed you and did that. That's nothing.
just gently put you to bed.
Can you grab people and place them on the ground in every video game? Yeah. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. That's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess.
Substitute has an oddly long window of time for a successful counter.
Does it really?
Yeah, like it feels weird to like be visibly about to counter, and then like for a few seconds, for like a few frames, and then getting hit, and it counters.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people time their hits with like, oh, the counter's gonna end at this point, so the fact that it lasts that long, but I feel like the balance is that it's not as strong as other ones.
Probably.
You know who's gonna be fucked up on this stage? You know who's gonna be absolutely unfair on this stage?
I think I know who's going to be absolutely unfair on this stage. Oh, you were being serious.
Yeah, no, this is...
I thought you were going to bust out Mario.
I was thinking... I mean, I went with Wario first for that reason, kinda. I was thinking Luigi, and then I was thinking Mario, and then I was like, you know what? I like Wario better than both of them, I think, so... What the fuck? Hold on. Can we just? What just happened?
I think I grabbed your crucifix.
But you
Ow.
warped. You warped to the middle of the stage. How did you do that?
Oh, it might have been Shadow Sneak. So what did you ask Santa for this year?
I asked Santa for. I didn't talk to Santa this year.
Not on speaking terms with Santa.
No. No, I always have a hard time talking to Santa about what I want because usually if I want something, I just like buy it. There aren't many things that I want other people to get me because most of the things that I want to get myself are things that are pretty easy if I just like save up for them. It's just the fact that there are a lot of things that I want that the fact that it like adds up. So like if I bought every single thing that I wanted, it would probably be like $3 million.
Nah, yeah, I get that. Like, basically the only things I really ask for on Christmas are things that like it would take a ridiculous amount of time for me to save up for. So
Yeah,
I always
but then
feel really
if you
weird asking for cheap stuff.
well, I feel bad asking for like things that are too expensive too.
Yeah, I definitely feel bad for asking for the expensive things. It just feels weird asking for cheap stuff for Christmas. Like, I want a Beyblade for Christmas. I could just go out and buy a Beyblade. Who's gonna stop me?
I mean, I got my USB hub for Christmas. I hope it works fine. That is one downside of PC gaming is it's hard to ask for PC games for Christmas. Especially particularly when you're asking it of people who don't play like Steam or anything. So like if you're like, hey, I want a Steam card, they'll be like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, remember when you could buy physical PC games? Like you just go out in the store and you'd see a box for Skyrim on PC.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I mean, I'm sure I think that's still kind of a thing. Like you can get digital codes. And I just know that the last few times, or like a few times ago, I remember when I went into GameStop, I saw that they started selling like mobile gaming stuff, which was super weird, and they were selling like PC game things. I haven't been to a GameStop in, I don't know, like 2 years maybe. I fucking hate that place. It's like, it's dreadful. It is dreadful in there. I
cannot comment on that in case I wind up deciding that I want to work at GameStop again.
How did you even manage to work at GameStop? I heard that they only hire like business types. They don't even care if you play games. That's what I heard.
I know they were just looking for seasonal employees for around Black Friday. So I applied, and they're like, "Yeah, sure, we'll give you one shift."
Oh yeah, wow.
But if I was thinking earlier today about the most memorable GameStop experience I've ever had, like back when I was in college, I was going out to GameStop to buy Borderlands 2 for the PlayStation Vita, like a normal person would, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, and then I went in and I walked up to the guy at the counter and I was like, "Hey, do you have Borderlands 2 for the PlayStation Vita?" And he just went, The Vita?"
The Vita? Was he like, why the fuck would you want this? What are you gonna do with this?
For the record, they didn't have it, but so I ordered it online. That was the same GameStop where I just spent the later part of an afternoon, early part of an evening just walking to it to buy Pokemon Black 2 for like $30, because that was the price it went for that day and age.
Yeah.
2018.
I miss those days.
Yeah, I went to a GameStop recently and I saw they had like a used copy of Pokemon Pearl going for like $70-$80.
I definitely hope that... Wait, was Tears of the Kingdom $70?
I think so.
That shit is so dumb. I don't think Nintendo games should go up to $70. I don't know. I don't think any game should go up to $70, but I definitely think that buying a modern Resident Evil game for $70 made more sense in my mind than buying a Nintendo game for $70.
I feel like, there are. I think the only Pokemon games that I could see like actually paying $70 for probably are Gold and Soul Silver.
Yeah, see, because you get an entire experience. You get 2 regions out of that shit.
Yeah, there's a lot to do in Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
I'm surprised people weren't I'm surprised people still played Pokemon after Ruby and Sapphire came out. Because I feel like that was a huge, like a weird choice to go from 2 regions, like the region from the first game and then a brand new region, and then all of a sudden you just get this other, like its own independent region, unrelated to any of the other stuff that has been played previously.
Yeah, kind of sucks how after Gold, Silver, and Crystal, they just kind of stopped giving actual post games to Pokemon games until the 3rd versions.
Choose your fighter. Pyra.
Like fucking X and Y's post game is like the first time I thought this is stupid. Why? This is barely even a post game.
What was the post game in that? It was just battling a bunch of trainers, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like the Friends Safari, the Battle Maison, and there was a quest with Looker. Then Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire had Ruby and Sapphire's post-game alongside the Delta episode.
Yeah, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire went actually fucking insane with like all the content. It was just like awesome, and like I feel like the super secret bases added even more than they probably expected that they were adding with it.
Yeah, I love the super secret bases. It's like you can make your own gym with those.
Yeah, seriously, that was one thing that when I was playing that, I literally asked my older brother, why don't they just keep this in future games? Or like, why was this never in another game again? And he was like, oh, they just kind of use gimmicks every time and they don't use them again. And I'm like, what the why not actually like learn from the good things that you've done? You know, if this was another, if that's the problem with Pokemon and a lot of Nintendo is, instead of learning from all the cool good shit that they make, they're like, all right, we're gonna clean slate, we're gonna do an entire new thing, has nothing to do with the previous one, we're not doing anything that was in the previous one. Like, for the most part, that's usually what they do.
And like they know they can get away with it too, because it's Pokemon. What are you just gonna not buy a Pokemon game? That's ridiculous.
I don't know, I'm coming pretty close. Like, the next one better look really nice.
I mean, I think I might actually... I actually might just stand my ground with Gen 10. Like,
the only reason I think that I ended up getting Scarlet and Violet was because I didn't watch the trailers. And that was like, it was a fun thing because then I wasn't spoiled on a lot of the stuff, but the downside is, I don't know, it overhyped me for like the possibility of what was gonna happen. Like, I saw the first trailer and I was like, this looks way better than Sword and Shield, and then it ended up not being nearly as fun. Like, I didn't enjoy it nearly as much as I enjoyed Sword and Shield. Or I guess I'm still playing that.
And the fucking state those games, not just the state those games released in, but the state they're still in is inexcusable.
What, Scarlet and Violet?
Yeah.
But I feel like if I had watched the trailers, I could have seen the lack of polish and like the fact that it was just Pokemon doing their Pokemon grind again.
No, the trailers actually made it look really good.
Did they?
Thing. Yeah. And then you actually play the game and it runs at like 30 seconds a frame. And like you walk around. Yeah, and then you walk around and it's like a fucking some kid just pops in like 2 feet in front of you. It somehow got even worse with DLC.
Did it really?
Yeah. Like,
this is what I've been... I feel like I'm spitting actual facts right here. We've been playing just for the Pokemon and character designs.
Yeah.
At this point, that's all it's been for. And it's like not even worth it at this point, because it's like we're not getting a fun experience out of it. We get to look at cool things, but when the world that these Pokemon are presented in isn't even as wondrous as the previous ones were, it just makes it sad at the end of the day.
Oh.
It's depressing.
Yeah, it's like a fucking Bethesda game.
Are we actually just making a video essay right now about this?
This is the pilot for our podcast where we should talk Pokemon games.
my brother earlier said that I don't think you even like Pokemon games, and because I didn't like this one. I liked Sword and Shield well enough, but when I got the DLC, I only played like 3 minutes of it. And so he's like, I don't think you even like Pokemon. And I was like, you know what? I like Sun and Moon. I like Black and White. I like Heart Gold. There's a ton that are good, but
I like what Pokemon could be.
I do too, and that's what makes it really, really sad when a new one comes out, because you look at it and you're like, this could be the one that where they actually like reach their potential, or like make an actual modern Pokemon game and not just like a weird transition to console game Pokemon game. They still, I don't know, they're like not modern in any way, shape, or form. Because if you play, I don't play other JRPGs at all, but I know as a fact that if you go and play like even an SNES JRPG, it's way more in depth than any modern Pokemon game. And you can excuse it as like, oh, it's for kids, it's supposed to be simple. But simple, people make this mistake. Simple does not have to mean bad. You know, like a kid's movie can be simple for a kid, but also be really, really good and have like a good, like Spider-Verse is one of my favorite movies ever. It's clearly made for kids, but it's such a good movie for anyone to watch. And that's how kids media should be, I think. Because kids aren't stupid. Kids can learn things. And I think if you respect your audience, and I'm talking to you directly, Pokemon team, right now. If you respect your audience, then I think you'll make way better content in the future.
It's really funny how like the things we're saying right now would have just gotten us fucking canceled on Twitter in 2018, 2019.
What, when Sword and Shield were coming out?
Yeah.
I didn't I didn't have a problem with Sword and Shield that much. I think that Game Freak has the means to make the national decks happen, and all they have is excuses for why it didn't and why it's not happening still. And
you didn't even mind the national decks being gone, I remember.
I didn't?
Yeah, you didn't.
I think, well, alright. I think that it didn't have to be a precedent that was in the games, but they set the precedent, so it made it slightly bothersome that it wasn't met, but it didn't have to be met to make a good game happen.
Yeah,
you can still make a good game without it.
Yeah, I think it's just the lack of the national decks was such a divisive issue that it just kind of brought all the other problems with the game more to the forefront. Like, yeah. I don't think people would have actually complained about the graphics as much if it weren't for the whole national decks thing.
I think, honestly, I still think that Sword and Shield look really, really nice in some parts.
Yeah.
Like, I think, like the cave. Remember the cave looks really nice. It's all like, it's got like crystals and lights and shit. It's really pretty. Like, there's some parts of the game like that, and I think it looks, I think it has more soul. I'll say it has more soul than Scarlet and Violet do, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know what the problem is with me for Scarlet and Violet. I just kind of feel like I'm kind of droning with that game. Like,
my thoughts on Scarlet and Violet are, like, they would be good games if they were actually made to be good games, instead of just like pumped out to meet a release quota.
I think they're very forgettable.
Well, you haven't gotten to the final story yet.
Yeah, but if you need to get to the final story to like, all right, think about like the start of most Pokemon games. The first town is even pretty memorable. Like, I know Pallet Town isn't that great, but like what is the first town called in fucking Heart Gold and Soul Silver? That town is pretty nice. Newbark Town, that's pretty nice, right? It's really cool because it sends you on your journey, but then it also, you can use Surf to go in another direction later on when you get Surf. It's very cool, very memorable for that. I think there are a lot of early parts to games, to Pokemon games. A lot of the towns are made to be pretty memorable, aren't they?
Yeah, and then Paldea just doesn't even have a beginning town, really.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even remember how that game starts. Do you just spawn into the fucking Matrix? Do you just, like, start existing one day?
I think so. I think that is actually the plot.
Does anyone know how that game started? No, that's how Legends Arceus started. You just spawn into existence. But it worked for that game. I remembered a lot of... I'm surprised. I'm usually like a negative Nancy when it comes to like newer Nintendo games, but there was something that they did with Legends Arceus, and I clearly didn't enjoy it in the same exact way that a lot of people did, but I still like remember parts of that, and I thought that game looked nice, and I thought it was fun.
Yeah, Legends Arceus was really good. I mean, I wouldn't say it looked all that good, but I did like that they attempted to go for a more stylized look.
Yeah, so it didn't. It obviously
regular style.
It obviously was rough around the edges. It was rough around the edges.
I also like how they got rid of trade evolutions in that game.
Out of what evolutions?
Trade evolutions.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you didn't have to trade. You could just get a bunch of fucking battle points or whatever they were, and you could use those to buy the link cable. And then they brought them back in Scarlet and Violet because they hate us.
Well, alright. The thing about trade evolutions is I think it's a really good gimmick. But I think the problem is they don't really give people much reason to like play online with other people that much, unless they're like competitive players. You know what I mean?
Problem is I'm a grown-ass adult playing fucking Pokemon. I don't have any friends to trade with to get a Golem.
You know, I remember when Sword and Shield came out, I was so excited to do raid battles with my friends, and I was like, to a bunch of my friends, I was like, hey, we should, when that game comes out, we should do raid battles together. And everyone was like, oh yeah, that'll be so fun. For some reason, nobody did that shit with me, like, at all. I feel like I would have loved that game a ton if I had just played raid battles with my friends, but nobody ever, like, seemed that into it to want to do that.
Yeah, and the raid battles in Sword and Shield were actually a lot of fun. Like, I'll say it, they were more fun than the Terra raid battles.
I think Sword and Shield were decent. I think they were way better than a lot of people were expecting. But I also, this fucking story was, it felt so recycled, but it kind of worked.
The story for Sword and Shield was dog shit. I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna like spare anyone's feelings. That's the story of Sword and Shield fucking sucked. Like it started out super promising, and then it was just like, oh, instead of following the actual plot thread we've been going with, here's a skeleton. The CEO of capitalism has summoned a skeleton. And then in the post-game, they're like, the reason all this stuff has been hidden is because people wanted to hide the stuff.
Well, you gotta remember one thing. That game had Marnie in it.
It did have Marnie in it.
Don't you think that gives it some merit?
Gives it... Yeah. Yeah.
I thought
Say
that
what you will about Sword and Shield, they're the only games with Marnie in them.
Well, unless you play Pokemon Master Sex.
Yeah, but why would you play Pokemon? Why would you play Pokemon Master Sex though? The gameplay of Pokemon Masters just sucks. I hate the process of playing it, which sucks because I really like the character interactions in it.
Every now and then I do. I mean, for a while I was just collecting the let's do one more, just one more.
Yeah, just one more.
So for a while I was collecting like I have a ton of the characters in that game, and I do like that it doesn't have any FOMO. Like it doesn't enforce any like FOMO transactions, because I think that everything comes back. Because I saw some like there was stuff from like Valentine's Day 2021 that showed up in like 2023. So I was like, you know what? This game, I have respect for this game. The gameplay might not be fun, but I like looking at all the characters and I like collecting them.
Yeah.
So I pull it up every now and then.
I think part of the lack of FOMO is that there's no collapse, so there's no legal issues involving that to worry about.
Yeah.
Like what is Pokemon gonna? What's Pokemon Master Sex gonna collab with?
Mario.
Fucking. Yeah, it's gonna be so hard for the Pokemon Company to get the rights to Mario ever again.
Do you know anything about Magic the Gathering? Like anything at all about it?
Yeah.
So I found out recently that they just do a bunch of fucking collab decks, and I don't know what that's about. Are they just casually part of the game?
No, I don't think they're actually legal in any sort of gameplay. Which sucks, 'cause, like, I actually would use fucking Twilight Sparkle in a competitive Magic deck.
Wait, that's even a collab that happened, or no?
Yeah, there was a Magic the Gathering My Little Pony collab.
That's crazy. How long have they been doing this for?
I have no idea.
Because I only recently found out about it. Like, I saw that, I think Twitter was like advertising me one of them, and it was like new Evil Dead deck for Magic the Gathering, and I was like, what the fuck? That's sick. And then there was like a Marvel one or something, and I was like, okay, this is just like a whole thing apparently that I just never knew. I thought it was its own like whole universe that never crossed over with other shit.
I guess being like one of the most popular card games and of the most popular card games being the one with like less of like a restrictive lore, and also not being Japanese, really opens it up to a lot of cool crossovers.
Yeah.
Like the other two TCGs that people always talk about are like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! Does have some crossovers, but only with only with other Konami games.
Yeah. See, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, they have like Koitsu, Soitsu, Aitsu, and Doitsu from Parodius.
From Parodius? That is
Yeah,
amazing.
from Parodius.
That's so funny.
Firm abs.
Yeah, they have
And-
they have fucking
For Pokemon, I just know about the Mario thing. I'm sure there's a handful of other crossover stuff, but
this
Obviously, it's
Pokemon
not.
Mario crossover.
yeah, they have. It's nothing huge. It's just like Pikachu with a Mario costume on. It's probably, I think it's from like 2013 or something. Pikachu, Mario, Pokemon. I think there's like a Luigi one too. Yeah, they have a Mario and a Luigi. Mario, Pikachu. Let me
Nice.
Mario, Bijou, and Louis Vuitton. I don't think that these are actual. I don't. These are like weird reprints of them, but it's real. I promise it's real. But I want to show this anyways. So just give me a second to get this, and this will be what we'll end off on, is a picture of Louis Vuitton. Luigi Vuitton.
Could have my Yo, no fucking way.
Yo, Mario, Bijou, and Louis Vuitton? Oh my god.
Boing money. And super Zund.
Alright, that's it, guys. That's what I'll leave you with. Enjoy.
Good night, everybody. Asian Bunny X is streaming pools, hot tubs, and something else.
That is happening. I'm seeing that out of the corner of my eye as well. So go watch Asian Bunny X.